So, is this my last GDQ? Am I officially retiring? We're in front of the Hilton Minneapolis, which is home of this year's SGDQ Summer Games Done Quick, one of the biggest charity events in the world and pretty much the Super Bowl of speedrunning. There is so much stuff going on inside of here, and we're gonna take y'all in for a little behind the scenes tour. Come check it out. I'm GrandPOOBear here at Games Done Quick with
Dan Salvato.
Oh, Dan.
The B721.
Icy Rain.
So this area, while not officially part of GDQ, is one of the top areas around because this is where the bar's at, and this is where you will find people at midnight, 1 a.m., just kind of hanging out, having a few drinks, sharing stories about their runs, and just really getting to know each other. This is kind of where the real friendships are built. So right here is the practice room. This is where all the gamers gather to either A, practice their runs, or B, just do really, really dumb shit. It's kind of awesome. You'll see some of the most amazing gaming feats, 2-player, 1 controllers, relay races, random ROM hacks. Like, this is probably the place where you will see the most progression in retro gaming go down over 1 week. This is the real star of GDQ, the practice room. All right, so we're heading over to the arcade. There's a lot of stuff to do at GDQ, which people don't really understand. The only thing you see on stream is, of course, the stream room where the runs are going on. But when you're actually attending GDQ, you're practically never there, you know? So many dope machines in here. A lot of stuff that's like Japan only. So many games that I can't play because I can't read the instructions. And if you're a rhythm gamer, this is your heaven. And of course, the room you get to see if you're tuned into the stream, the stream room. It's big with plenty of chairs for the audience, a maid stage, and 2 huge projectors so you can always see the action from anywhere in the room. There were some amazing runs this year, like Spelunky 2 Kaizo, which of course I loved, the Breath of the Wild blindfolded run, which was absolutely insane, the Super Metroid co-op run, which I just thought was so freaking cool. Among others, there were just tons of amazing runs. But I didn't get to enjoy it to the fullest though, because I was in the back room waiting for my own run to start. By the way, if you watched the Mario Maker relay race this year and noticed Team Crushin' Turt's Hawaiian shirts, well, I'm the reason for that. So one of my responsibilities this week is I am the coach of one of the Super Mario Maker 2 relay race teams this year. I am the team captain, and part of my responsibility is picking out a team jersey. So we're gonna do that right now. We literally looked around Target for a couple of hours and had a lot of different options. I landed on the Hawaiian shirts in honor of my boy Aura, always wearing a collared shirt. And I even got one for myself too. Speaking of the stage, I had the privilege of performing a couple times on it this year. I did commentary for the Super Mario Maker relay race.
Pooh, did I hear you boo when I mentioned Yoshi?
Oh, you know, I'm just not...
Yeah, what's the deal, man? You want to talk about it?
Well, they're...
You've got a minute.
Invasive species, they...
Invasive.
Yeah, I mean, literally, they... Look, they're not even... They're just growing out randomly out of
Just
everywhere.
out of nowhere.
They eat everything, just suck the resources dry, you know? It's just not... They're not native to the Mushroom Kingdom. And I played 2 Kaizo Mario ROM hacks, Baron of Shell and Fly Me to the Stars. I want to show you some of my favorite moments from them, so kind of enjoy this. Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm GrandPOOBear. Happy to be back here on the GDQ stage. 3, 2, 1. Yo! I want to be really clear. You guys don't have to be quiet. You can hoot and holler and go crazy during my runs. I prefer that. Little midair, boom!
Oh, very nice.
That's actually... So I play on a wonderful Sony 13-inch CRT TV at home, and it's like dark. Like, so I can never see backgrounds, ever. And so whenever I come to a live event and you all have actually good TVs, oh, that's so hard.
Yeah, nice.
How do you just casually talk while doing this?
I don't know, I played a lot.
The alternate title for this level is A Speedrunner's Nightmare.
Well, yeah, because you can go fast.
And this pipe entry is really hard.
It really is.
I'll be donating $1 per death, 10 per yump, and an additional 50 if you first try the final boss.
Oh God, the final boss in this is
impossible.
It's so hard. Or
Did you one-shot that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, this one's hard. Yeah,
This one's really hard, yeah. It's a shout out to GlitchCat, awesome shell player, long-time Twitch streamer, awesome pillar of the community.
Shout out to GlitchCat.
Huge shouts to Glitch. Glitch is incredible and has also made many really, really hard shell levels.
Shout out to Thumbshrimp.
Oh, yeah.
So that is a gigantic back shot and is super swaggy.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who is this man?
That is the hardest level so far.
Yes, by far.
Hey, just remember this when I'm running that incentive run, guys. Okay.
Yeah, this level definitely took the longest to learn. Like, I just had to, my brain couldn't figure out how this worked.
Ooh, can you make it?
Oh my God.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then same thing about the water.
So I was specifically asked by Revlog to yell at you, Shao, because this level has a frame rule that just sometimes kill you. The problem is you fixed it, so I can't yell at you anymore.
I did fix it in the latest update this week.
Okay, so let me tell you about that, chat. I'm practicing at my house on Wednesday, and Shao comes in my channel and is like, yo, did you upgrade to the new version? And I'm like, bro, you made a new version 3 days before I'm running? Like, and you didn't even text me? Like, but it was okay.
To be fair, I had been working on it for like 6 months. I'd been busy, so.
Again, thanks for the heads up before, the run in front of a bunch of people.
And this is an up pipe. Nice, H.
Perfect.
All right, get ready to have your mind melted.
Yup.
Yeah, so normally,
Yeah, go ahead. This makes all the jumps so awkward too.
so normally layer 2 is used for the background of the level. And you'll see the light blue is actually layer 2, but it's scrolling at the speed of the background, yet it's interactive with Mario. So it creates this weird parallax, like, scrolling effect. Used in many other games, but
it's always good.
It's always good.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but in vanilla Super Mario World, the cave levels with the parts that are moving up and down, is that a layer 2?
That is layer 2, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And like the smashing levels in castles also.
Casio is one of the hardest Mario fan games that's been released. It was, I think it was released a couple years ago, but it was very influential in both its style and its difficulty.
It was ran last summer, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, last summer.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Here's the triple, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no.
Oh.
This is just stupid. Oh, this is so hard.
And I made the wall just about one tile higher than it probably should be, but
Yeah.
But you kept it, huh?
I did.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you're switching between spin jumps and normal jumps because off the spiny shell, the spin jump gives you the height, but off the regular Koopa shell, you need the normal jump to give you the height.
Correct. The spiny shell will kill a normal jumping Mario too, so you have to spin off them.
Nice.
And there's one last jump.
Let's go!
Excellent.
That feels good. Feels good to put that behind us.
Not to mention if you want to try your hand at making some of your own levels as well. There are some very accessible tools, great tutorials.
There's a fantastic community. They host contests, level creation contests, level design, and also just like aesthetic contests for like overworld and all kinds of stuff. It's really, really cool and welcoming.
And also, Nintendo can't delete your levels 12 hours after you upload them.
This is true.
Oh.
That was your fault, Jojo.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It is really hard to appreciate how difficult this is, but I promise.
And that's a frame perfect block grab.
Same as a key jump. Perfect.
Perfect. Awesome.
Y'all can't see it, but every time I clear one, I'm just like smiling out of relief just to be done. I don't know why, but I love like the re-grabbing of shells
It's so cool.
with Yoshi, yeah.
Feels so good.
Bye. I love you.
Bye, Yoshi. Everyone say bye, Yoshi.
Last try. Yeah! So, fun fact about this original section, in the original 1.0 release, this last room actually had all 3 gimmicks at once.
It was, yeah, I bet it was hard.
It was very hard and very hard in the hands. So GDQ, at the end of this level, there's going to be bright coins spelling out Baron of Shell. I want you guys to just yell at the top of your lungs, Baron of Shell, like Wheel of Fortune. Baron of Shell.
What an old man reference. All right, here it comes.
Baron of Shell.
All right, coming up, this is the calm before the storm. You guys have seen how crazy this game is right here. This final boss is the Baron of Shell. It's
a very, very hard boss.
The whole thing's ridiculous.
That's so mean.
Just to show you, he gives me a power up beforehand. Can I get some hype in here? Twitch chat. If I one-shot this, I want y'all just $1. Just $1 to the charity if I one-shot.
That's fair.
That's all I'm asking for all of you out there, just $1. That's it if I one-shot this. This is a wild boss. Can we get some hype in? Can we get some hype out there, Eddie? All right, let's do it. I gotta get game mode, sorry. Oh God.
Time is coming up, and
$1, you agreed to it.
On the whistle fade out is time, so that will be right now.
And
very, very nice run.
That was amazing.
Oh my God, yeah, that's great.
Before we continue on with the highlights of Fly Me to the Stars, I have to explain some things here. If you were watching the stream, you might have heard me say that I hadn't played the game in 2.5 months.
One more question here. There is a donation incentive now open for, here we go, for Fly Me to the Stars, and it's at about 40,000 and change out of 100,000, which get those donations in. Pooh, tell us why people should be donating and what this run is all about.
All right, well, okay, first of all, Fly Me to the Stars is a mod or a fan game made by our good friend Carl Sagan42, if y'all are familiar with him. I mean, we all just thought it was way too hard to bring here. Mm-hmm. And I thought GDQ thought that too, because I thought they declined the incentive. And so I haven't played that game since Boston Speedrun Sessions, which was in March. That was a whole subathon and Tears of the Kingdom ago. So yeah, it's I submitted this game to SGDQ as a donation incentive. And I thought that was all good and dandy, but I thought it got turned down. I checked on the website a few times, even 3 weeks right before the event, and I thought it had been turned down. That's how I was reading it. What I didn't check was the official GDQ Discord, which had the list of all the incentives. I legitimately had not played Fly Me to the Stars for 2.5 months. Not since Speedrun Sessions Boston, which coincidentally all the GDQ staff were there at, had I played Fly Me to the Stars. Fortunately for us, I'm a god gamer and it didn't go that bad, although I was about 5 minutes over where I would have wanted to been on a run that's pretty short to begin with.
Yeah, a couple things like I already mentioned, it's been a while, but you know what? I'm great, so this is gonna go great. 2, 1, go!
There's a ton of item abuse in this just to get the cape. And this level is all about just control, I would say, and diving control.
So one of the recurring obstacles, I should say tools you'll see in this hack is using note blocks to increase your speed. Because when Mario gets bounced by one on the side, it actually gives him more speed than you could get in that space by just running.
The other thing is flying with an item. You think you probably can't do that, but it's an SNES game, so if you just grab one in midair, it's fine. Game doesn't even check.
The animations are a bit different, so Mario doesn't puff out his cape anymore, but the mechanics are exactly the same.
Yeah.
GG.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I got one shot.
Cape is probably...
There it is.
Yeah, there you go. Very nice.
Don't clap, I might have to do it again.
Yeah, you're good.
There it is.
Some more assisted sticky flies here.
Sticky flies are probably the easiest thing in this game, but they look really cool. So
They do look cool.
So if you land on Yoshi when you have flight state, you can do cape pumps with him just like you could if you were Mario by pressing, back to do a cape pump. The problem is, when you're on Yoshi, pressing the back button makes him turn around and then you instantly go into a dive. But to counteract that, there's a nice feature of this game you can use, which is when Yoshi sticks out his tongue, he won't turn around. He just kind of just goes back if you're on the ground, but the turnaround animation doesn't get executed, which is key to this. So you'll see later, Pooh has to fly in a straight line with Yoshi, and you'll see the rhythm between Yoshi sticking out his tongue so that he doesn't turn around and doing the cape pumps, which would turn you around if you weren't sticking your tongue out. There's one, but there's going to be a long sequence of them that you'll see.
Nice.
All right, and here we have this nice long Yoshi fly sequence I talked about.
Nice.
very nice.
This part's really cool. Right here.
Yeah. No!
One of these pipes is going to spit him out faster than he could otherwise go in this game. And if he has a shell in hand, that will actually allow him to get a midair shell jump a lot more easily than normally.
Nice.
There's his blocks.
Yeah.
I like the backwards line there.
Yes! Yes! Yo, I want to say thank you to GDQ for letting me run that game. I really want to give a shout out to World 9 too for leaving out a couple TVs for the last 2 hours so I could practice. Thank you.
Listen, there's a chance this is my last GDQ. Not only am I getting older, my son's getting older and it's harder to travel, but quite frankly, I do a lot. I do speedrun sessions all over the place. I'm so lucky that I get to show off my games in front of tons of people live. I've already stepped aside on things like the Mario relay races to give other people a chance to shine. The roster of Mario players runs deep. And I can't help but think that a lot of my success in this job came from the fact that I'm at GDQ. How can everyone else have some of that success if I'm taking up those spots, you know? Plus, I have my own speedrunning event that goes all over the world. I play there 8, 9, 10 times a year in front of one of the craziest, wildest crowds of all time. So will this be my last GDQ? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. You never know. Maybe in the right game. GrandPOObear World 3.